Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are beginning Invincible Season 2, Episode 1, A Lesson for Your Next Life. Interesting. My friends, a huge fan of Invincible Season 1. I thought they did a really awesome job. Admittedly, I had not read any of the comics before watching Season 1. Since, though, I have gone through and picked up as much as I can about not only the Season 1 events from the comic books, but also the expansion of the story beyond what we kind of saw in Season 1. It is an exceptionally told tale. I can't wait to see how Amazon kind of, or the creatives behind the Amazon animated show kind of adapt certain things to see how it fits into the narrative they want to construct. But it's a great one. I want to see, is Omni-Man coming back? Is, what's going on with Mark? Let's see exactly what is transpiring here in the world of Invincible. And again, it falls right into my Star Trek and science fiction wheelhouse, this being obviously more of a comic book driven area, but with the space stuff, there's a lot of science fiction elements in here with the Viltrumites and a couple of the other entities that we've met and more that we will meet going forward. So I'm looking forward to it. And again, I didn't read enough beyond this to have too many things ruined for me. And especially since they do things a little bit different here in Amazon Prime. Like I said, I'm very excited to see what changes they make. All right, my friends. So if you do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications for any time we go live here over on YouTube with Star Trek, science fiction, or comic book related material. You'll be notified so you can join us and take part in the adventure. My friends, that is then, this is now, and now it is time for Season 2 of Invincible, Episode 1, A Lesson for Your Next Life. Can't wait to see where it goes, my friends. Let's prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go. Previously.
Cecil Stedman, director of the GDA.
Oh, Cecil.
I don't know if being a superhero is what I want to do right now. I can irrigate deserts.
Adam Eve.
What will you have after 500 years?
I still have you.
Oh my God, just absolutely destroyed him. Fucking wrecked Mark, man. There comes somebody in. Oh. Immortal and Mark?
So arrogant, just like your father.
Is this training, I wonder? Mark's definitely getting better.
After what Omni-Man did, after what you did.
Me too.
You. Yup.
Wow. Boy, Immortal doesn't stop. Oh. Again with the head.
Immortal your way out of that.
What is going on?
You all feel like we're the bad guys because my dad and I took over your planet. But you're going to be part of the Viltrum Empire now.
Oh, this is a dream.
People of Earth, we know.
Oh, it's a loop.
No one dies from cancer, and no one ever...
Who is this? The one thing I don't know about the Viltrumite people is there, I mean, obviously the illusion is there to Superman, but I'm wondering, is there a kryptonite? And that green kind of reminded me of it.
Did you retrieve the null energy?
Okay, is this like an alternate universe? Here they come. Oh, this is how bad things could get. What makes me think? Just ridiculously powerful.
You and your stupid resistance made us kill thousands of innocent people.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
I can't let you hurt anyone else.
Dear God.
She didn't leave you a choice.
She's not dead. Just paralyzed. You sentenced yourself to death when you joined Club Resistance.
I hate this.
Let's finish this off. I'm starving.
Oh my god, this is terrifying. Little karma police. Look at this. It's like the rhino, only the elephant. You get swung around by your trunk and then you end up ass up. What a inglorious way to go out. Oh, well, you have no engine now. Nice. Great sequence. Man, Mark is busy as hell. Lord almighty. Okay, you definitely got a super down there. He fought that one guy before. The guy with the tongues or whatever coming out of his chest was the dude that was hired by the metalhead dude, crime boss. Forget his name. Boy, Debbie got the shit end of the stick.
See you later, Mom.
You too.
Literally memories everywhere. Terrible, terrible memories.
I said get back. Further.
He's gonna do it again.
Don't try to bargain with me. We've got security turned up to 100 on you two. New cameras, new guns, new doors.
Whoo.
Did you? Oh yeah, I shit portals now. Didn't I mention that?
I shit portals now. Yes.
See you around, Pete.
So the Mahler twins are out. Mahlers are out.
Where the hell are we? I bet he knows.
Okay, so another timeline is conscripting potential heroes?
Let me guess, you can open portals between dimensions.
I mean, I don't like to brag. There's no one else with your scientific je ne sais quoi.
Who do you need them to make?
I miss when we only worked for ourselves.
I like the Mahlers. Back to school, which begs the question, why?
Dad, Mark appreciates it.
Jury's way out with me, with Amber. Way out.
Todd's right. My dad might as well be dead.
I hate to say this, but it'd probably be better if he was, but...
You stopped your dad and saved the planet, and it almost killed you.
Yeah, the only way you knew how. The trauma, though. Fuck me, the trauma that you would have. Bowel movement. Seesaw.
Going back to school made me realize it's the wrong place for me right now.
Walton Goggins is so fucking good.
Better, I'm stronger, I'm ready.
No, you're not. You're not, Mark.
You can give him something, Cecil. You gotta give him something to direct him.
Take some time off, kid. Some real time off. You need it.
I mean, therapy.
This thing's still going on?
It's not going well, sir. The Guardians could use some help.
Wait a minute. Wasn't my man killed? Guy with the glasses? Monster girl.
That's an excellent suggestion, Samson. There's a multi-level parking garage beneath this intersection.
My God, the destruction.
Civilians.
Oh no.
You okay?
I'm not sure.
Rex!
What happened?
I don't know. I couldn't move. My heart was racing. I was all sweaty.
You're scared.
That's fear. Before all this was just a video game for you.
Can't download yourself anymore.
Haha! This is exactly why I broke you both out of prison.
The Mahlers are super smart.
1, what do you need it for? 2, what's in it for us? And no more bullshit about stranding us in some other dimension.
Right. Like an actual payment.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and I was born with the ability to access all of them.
You must have been a fun kid to babysit.
Remember that world-changing battle between Omni-Man and Invincible a month ago? In most other dimensions, they teamed up and took over the planet. I can save billions upon trillions of lives.
Sounds like fun.
What do we get?
Meet the family.
All of them from all the other Earths.
I need to copy all their know-how and put it in here.
Why not just ask them?
Right.
Because only someone who can see the whole puzzle can put it together. Help me do this, and I'll give you any single dimension you want.
Well, the Mahlers are gonna make out if they have something like that. I'd hate to lose them, though. Dope characters. Or character that's cloned.
Said I didn't matter, that I was a pet. 20 years.
It's fucked up.
And I was a goddamn fucking pet.
Yeah. Wow. That would be so hard to hear.
He's gone now.
He's not gone. He's off planet.
I don't have anyone to talk to, so I keep it all inside, and it's like acid.
Oh, Debbie.
What's this?
Something that helped me.
It better be like a superhero therapist.
Ongoing repeated fuck-ups of monumental proportions.
Ongoing repeated fuck-ups.
You're slow.
Yeah, they're not as powerful.
Takedowns take too long and the public pays the price.
Hey! We put our necks on the line every single day.
Shut up, Rex.
Yeah, Rex, you fucking suck anyway, dude.
And we've done an analysis of your last 15 engagements and narrowed it down to a failure of leadership.
Ooh.
The Immortal's now in charge. A couple thousand years of experience should turn things around.
Nice entrance. Whoa!
He could kill you in like a snap, dude.
The team needs more muscle. Meat, bulletproof.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Cecil's right. My leadership has been suboptimal, and that's a problem.
Fear.
Hey, stranger.
Eve.
Life out in the woods is good. Maybe a little lonely, but I don't mind.
Sounds nice.
I mean, I hate to say this, as a parent and a former teacher, I really don't promote not going to school, but what really is this? What good is this for Mark?
You went out as Invincible.
They keep pausing. I keep waiting for the splash of Invincible, but...
I always wanted to be my dad. What if that happens? What if I become him and I don't even know it?
Nah, you know. You know.
Cecil doesn't.
So prove him wrong.
Cecil's got his own shit. Cecil's wrapped up in the failures that he made with Omni-Man, and he's kind of superimposing them onto Mark. I mean, it's natural.
Put me back out there.
Sir, energy levels just went off the chart.
This guy died, right? Why does this have bad fucking idea written all over it?
Power stable. Neural matrices spinning up.
Because you're trusting the Maulers not to try to steal this power or the information.
You two are about to change the world.
Worlds. Yep.
Open your portals, and we'll connect to the other 9 machines.
Wow, you've got machines everywhere, dude.
Transdimensional interconnects are stable, bringing them online.
The intelligence required for this. That's why I love the Maulers.
1,000 minds synchronized.
What happens if Reed Richards and Tony Stark were evil?
Let's ride the lightning. Nice.
This is the origin of a supervillain if I've ever seen one.
We're laughing. Don't say that. Why not?
Oh shit.
Spit it out, kid.
Talk to him.
Giant mechanical Christmas tree with like a bunch of the same guy sitting on it and some portals and the Maulers and...
Talk to the Maulers.
I take it down.
Make us.
No, dude, talk to him.
Stop fighting and listen to me!
He's stronger than he looks. Maybe. No way he lives up to his name. He's definitely not invincible.
They're teasing us with this shit. Mark has definitely gotten stronger. Yeah, something's gonna happen to this machine. We're gonna have a supervillain from a guy who was trying to help.
Enjoy the show.
Oh my God, Mark, man.
No! That's enough. I said stop. Quit whining. We're almost done.
Mark's superpower is getting the shit kicked out of him.
Build my utopia with blood.
No, 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 dude!
You'll kill us all! Stop!
Was Was that all the Maulers? That's my first concern. Not that, 100 pacifists that were trying to make the world better died. Are the Maulers all dead? I think we can see where my loyalties lie. Jesus, Mark.
Are you injured? I'd say you stopped it pretty fucking spectacularly.
Yeah.
There were other people here.
Yeah, a lot of innocent people.
Immortal, check the site for survivors and report back to me.
Understood.
I mean, the Immortal's powerful as hell. Thank goodness he's, I guess, a good soldier.
It's okay. I'm fine.
What happened?
Oh, yeah, typical. Got my ass handed to me.
Have you eaten?
No, I guess I forgot.
I'll make dinner.
No, you don't have to. I can order.
I want to.
No, 2 plates, bud.
No way, you first.
Okay, same time.
I don't like you, Amber. You're like a fair weather girlfriend.
Oh my god. I got in. I got in.
Mark, how are you not getting in, bud? Oh, Mark heals fast, does. Oh, shit.
Oh! Hey, Immortal.
Cecil thinks you're on our side. I'm not so sure.
Immortal, he's a different person.
I'll be watching you.
Immortal's got balls, I'll give him that. Oh, wow. What do I hear? Oh, look at this. Please, one Mauler.
Told him not to take off the damn helmet.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, he got absolutely...
Yes.
What is this?
Breathing.
Yep, supervillain. My exposed brain.
He killed so many. People I knew, people I loved. Millions died because of him.
Millions?
Brain scrambled. You've lost track of what memories are yours and which come from the others.
Oh, shit.
You need a hospital.
Yeah, barfing up blood is not typical. Oh boy.
I need to make him pay. I won't rest until I've killed.
I knew it, yeah, baby. Make us wait for it. Thank God the Maulers are still alive. Love them. Awesome shit. All right, my friends. That was Season 2, Episode 1 of Invincible, and the only thing left for us to do is to talk about it. All right, my friends, we just got finished watching Season 2, Episode 1, A Lesson for Your Next Life of Invincible. Splash. I really, again, this is a great transition episode. It's what I've come to expect from a very well-designed show that allows there to be some type of fallout from the prior season. Does that make any sense? In that it's not something that just immediately goes into the new story or immediately kind of presses forward to tell a tale. It takes its time to kind of like sift through the ashes and the rubble of the prior season to see its effects on our favorite characters. We've seen this a couple times, or, in my opinion, really good TV shows allow for this kind of bleed over. I think probably one of the better examples of this is kind of like a bleed or kind of a healing or kind of a results or consequences type of thing. The Battlestar Galactica remake from the early aughts, that was... they constantly had, from season to season, we had to kind of here's what happened, here's how we're coming to grips with it, here's the effect that it's had, whether it's been a year or whether it's been just a few weeks or months, kind of, we had things happen. Here are the ramifications of those. We're going to kind of settle those as much as we can to move forward. And I think that they did a really good job here with Season 2 of doing that. Obviously, and especially with it only being a short period of time, a month since, according to Cecil, since we've had the Omni-Man incident, the Battle of Chicago. But, obviously, Debbie and Mark are the ones that are going to bear the brunt of all of this because of their association and relationship with Nolan. And with Omni-Man, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, in the narrative scheme of things, becoming the bad guy of the planet. I mean, it's everybody views Mark differently. You have this character that came forward in Angstrom Levy, who basically said, in most of the other Earths, Mark joins up with Nolan, and Invincible teams with Omni-Man. They take over the planet. So, whether that is, again, in many respects, I can see where that would be the predominant outcome. Mark loves his dad, and he definitely loved him before knowing all of this. So if there was a different delivery method for, how Nolan came forward and told Mark about being a Viltrumite, perhaps the Guardians of the Galaxy don't exist, so you don't have that kind of pivotal, he murdered the Avenger type group, which immediately puts you on the side of villain. I think there are numerous ways that Nolan could have gone about revealing himself to Mark, as far as, obviously Mark knew he was a superhero, but revealing like the actual intent of his mission, that would have really kind of folded Mark over into his way of thinking. So I definitely can see that. I definitely can see that Mark, more often than not, probably would have joined up with Omni-Man. And that's verified there by what we heard from, I keep forgetting his name, Angstrom. It's good stuff. Obviously the Guardians of the, was it Guardians of the Globe? Guardians of the Guardians. The Guardians, this version of them with, Rexplode and Duplicate, they are dramatically weaker as far as power output than the prior Guardians. The prior Guardians had that Justice League feel. And whether it's supposed to be kind of an imitation or, kind of this is more of a Teen Titans group. Sure, could you see a couple of these people growing into power? Like Monster Girl has a lot of power and is probably the strongest. Now, we haven't seen, Bulletproof do his thing yet. And we know that Immortal now, but that original core group before they added Bulletproof and Immortal, Monster Girl is definitely the most powerful of them. I mean, I know Black Samson has a suit now that he relies on, but I still think that you're going with Monster Girl. But Monster Girl, again, I don't know collectively if her power output exceeds anybody. Like, does it exceed Immortal? Could she go toe-to-toe with Immortal? I don't know, but the long story short is this is a powered down version of the Guardians they had before, thus making Cecil's ability to kind of deploy them for certain things, there's a greater chance of failure. There's a greater chance of not having the firepower to match up with certain people. And that in and of itself has to be very scary, especially since, now that with the threats external and the threats from space with Viltrum and all that stuff, I mean, he has got a tough, a tough mountain to climb here, because he doesn't have the assets he needs to kind of keep the planet safe. And the asset that he could use to keep the planet safe in Mark, he deservedly cannot trust. And again, I think that Cecil is applying a lot of his mistakes with Nolan to this kind of developing relationship with Mark. He doesn't want to go down the same road. He doesn't want to miss the same signs. Though I doubt that he really did miss anything. Cecil's incredibly observant, and Nolan is a fantastic liar. So I think that, this is a way that Cecil's blaming himself. And so with that blame, he can't really jump right into bed with Mark, because, he would be second guessing himself the entire time. Am I doing the right thing? Is Mark, just Nolan 2.0? Am I missing things? And to have that compiled with the fact that he doesn't have the same assets in play, there's just too many plates spinning for Cecil at this point. I don't know how he does his job effectively without Mark. But I don't know how he can do his job and concentrate on the job with Mark, if that makes sense. And now we have the first deployment of Mark going out, which it looks to be on the surface a success. Taking the Angstrom Christmas tree offline and killing multiple versions of the Mauler seems like a victory. But again, in knowing what Angstrom was actually trying to do, a pacifist that was trying to absorb the knowledge of his duplicates and, use it for good. I mean, again, this is what we've come to expect from this universe, where there are potentials for positivity or potentials for heroic actions that are kind of muted, or they appear on the surface to be, noble deeds, and then beneath them, they're soured or poisoned. And in this case, this entire endeavor was, destroyed because he didn't want people to die. And so he took his, didn't want Invincible to die. So he takes the helmet off and causes all these problems. Perfect villain origin story, because they provided us with the example. They provided us with the narrative, a description of why this would happen to this guy, because all of the other people, angstroms that he absorbed, the majority of them know Mark as evil. And so, it makes perfect sense. And what a great, interesting construction of a supervillain. And again, any effort or any chance that you can to bring in the Maulers, I think they are fascinating characters. It's the Maulers represent to me a character that I think was desperately needed in Superman, because the Maulers are like a version of the Superman had, historically, Superman had two distinct types, or kind of, prototypical bad guys. It was either the person that could match him physically, that could, he had these huge epic fights with, and then there were people that, and I'm thinking probably the most classic example of a Superman villain that you could fight that would kind of go toe to toe with him would probably be Bizarro, the alternate version of himself that had all of his abilities, but an opposite, heat vision was chill vision, and fire breath instead of cool, a bunch of those different kind of flips. And, but Bizarro, again, wasn't he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. So he fulfilled that kind of physical requirements to go toe-to-toe with Superman, but not the intellectual ones. Okay, so we have Bizarro on one side, and people like Doomsday and stuff like that, even though Doomsday had intelligence later, not initially. Superman, or you have the Bizarros and the Doomsdays, and then you have the Luthors and the Brainiacs. Now, Brainiac's a bit of a different kind of beast, because he can be physically powerful, but if we're just going to pigeonhole them, it's like that they fight with their minds. Lex Luthor definitely does, but Lex Luthor was given the the power suit at one point, so he could kind of physically go toe to toe with Superman, but it never really worked right, or no one ever really bought that Luthor is going to be able to take Superman, and so that's why I like the Maulers. The Maulers are incredibly intelligent. Maybe the smartest people we've seen in this universe. Maybe. I mean, when Robot can't figure out how to do something and has to bring in the Maulers to be able to transfer the consciousness and all that stuff, again, that's their speciality. That's with the cloning and things like that. But they seem to be smart well beyond that, well beyond just their kind of well beyond their established speciality. The one thing that they have the patent on is that mind transference. So they're really and of course they're physically powerful in that now it looks like with just the two of them that Mark could probably take them now. But again, they possess enough power where I'm kind of putting Immortal below Invincible, and I think that's probably right at this point. But you're pretty sure that the Maulers could probably take Immortal, and Immortal is the best physical or powerful person that we have on the planet revealed right now, I believe. So again, that's why I love the Maulers. The Maulers are kind of everything wrapped into one, and you can bring them in, and they have a measure of intelligence or a measure of morality, or at least the ability to identify morality. They're like in D&D terms, I kind of look at them as like lawful evil. Like they have their own kind of set of rules that they follow, like with the guard, but if you give us good food, we're not going to kill you when we break out of here. And they didn't rip his arm off when they had a chance, so they have their own kind of set of standards that they follow, and that's just fascinating to me. I love the idea that you have these super villains that I personally love to see pop up. I love to see them pop up because that you're going to get some really cool shit. And again, didn't disappoint because we were able to see this whole kind of creation of a super villain in Angstrom, and this whole kind of technology that he had born, and also introduced a multiverse for the Invincible universe, which was interesting because it's something that could easily play into the future as far as being able to pull things from it, being able to pull, assets or, enemies or partners or anything like that from it. Anyway, it was, it's very well done, and it's very, the whole show is, I like episodes like this. I like seasonal episodes, kind of back to what I first said, that said, boy, we went through a lot of shit last season. Here's how it's affected us, and we're just going to take the first step towards this season's story arc. We're not going to jump into it, not going to get you fired up. We're just going to take our first step after we've kind of dusted off the ashes of season 1 and begin, properly begin our next season instead of rushing in, which is the best way to tell a story. Again, the absence of Omni-Man is perfect. Omni-Man should not be in this episode. In my opinion, Omni-Man shouldn't be in here for several episodes. The bringing back or the reintroduction of Omni-Man needs to have a weight, but at the same time, it also must be something that occurs after Mark has had a time to grow, time to really face it and really kind of grow past it, because you're going to have to face him again at some point. I liken this too, this, Omni-Man Invincible dynamic is obviously one of the greatest comparisons would be Vader and Luke. Luke rushes in to face Vader in Empire Strikes Back, gets his ass handed to him. And he was warned, you're just not ready. You're just not ready for this. And I mean, the warnings were out, but again, much like Luke thought, Mark thought, I'm the only one that can do this. I'm the only one that can save my friends. I have to give it a shot, which that's the heroism that comes through. But now we need to have that time between the Bespin massacre and the fight on the second Death Star for Mark. We need that time frame, that coming into your own. That one where the powers grow, but you also grow mentally. You also accept the fact that, you had your ass handed to you before. You don't want that to happen again. And that's why these types of season intros are so powerful, because they allow us to see the past and then project as to where these characters need to course, right? They need to chart their course in a certain direction. And Mark's got a couple headings here, and it's going to take a couple episodes for us to see how he's going to really direct himself. Is he going to rely on others' advice? Is he going to, rely on Amber or Debbie or whoever's going to kind of help him dictate the course, Cecil, whoever's going to help dictate the course, Eve? Or is he going to make these decisions on his own? And really, we need Mark to start making decisions on his own, because that's when it comes down to it. And Mark is up against Nolan again. Mark's not going to be able to look around and be like, hey, Cecil, what do you think? Hey, Mom, what do you think? Amber, what do you think? Eve, what do you think? He's going to be up against Nolan by himself, or there will be, he's the only one that can stand against him. So that's the way it's going to have to be. And he's going to have to be prepared for that. And I think the only way he gets there is to start to really see who he needs to be and really find himself. And that's why I love episodes like this. Let's do it. Let's go on that journey with Mark. Have Mark become invincible, and both of mind, emotion, heart, and body, and see what we've got. Anyway, my friends, great stuff. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications for any time we go live here on YouTube with any Star Trek or sci-fi related content. And of course, anytime we pick up some comic book knowledge with a sci-fi bent here with the multiverse and everything with Invincible. But my friends, if you could do me a favor, I only have one little bit of homework for you. Go out into your day and Vulcan fucking roll, and have a good one until I see you.